Hola, buenos dias. My name is Mrs. Coggin. I'm a Spanish and French teacher here at Rushmede Academy, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about why we think it would be a good idea for you to choose Spanish as a GCSE option. So, why Spanish? It is spoken by millions of speakers worldwide, 580 million speakers, and it is the official language of 21 countries, and it is the second most spoken language by native speakers in the world. That is not just in Spain. There are large parts of South America and other countries all around the world that speak Spanish, and it will allow you to speak with so many people all around the world. We think that it's got a fascinating culture. It's something that marries really well with your French studies, and it makes you stand out in the job market. There is a real shortage of linguists in the UK, and we think having two languages at GCSE can really make you stand out from the crowd. So if languages is something that you are good at and that you enjoy, Spanish and French together really could be a good option for you. Here's what recent Spanish students have said about the subjects. I'll let you have a little read of that. But it's important to note that the class sizes are normally a little bit smaller. We often say that it's a really kind of nurturing environment, and actually if you're a little bit worried about taking on a new language that you haven't done before, you've got a lot of attention from the teacher because there aren't as many people in the class. And because it's quite similar to French, we almost say that it's like doing 1.5 GCSEs. The skills that you learn in French are the same skills that you need in Spanish. So that really does help you. So I'll let you read what our former students have said about Spanish. Key skills, okay? Being a linguist, it gives you all sorts of different skills that aren't just important when communicating in another language, but it gives you an increased level of English. It boosts your confidence in communicating with others. Problem solving, definitely your memory, okay? If you've got a good memory, then languages is definitely for you. And potential careers. So here's a list of potential careers that we say could be a good option for you. Languages is not just about translation, interpreting, teaching. There are many different careers that could be a good option for you. And we often say that if you can think of a career that you would like to do, you can always add a language or 2 or 3 to that and make yourself stand out from the crowd even more. So the course itself, it's a 2-year course. You're starting it from scratch, but because you've already studied French, the two marry together really well, okay? So there are 4 exams, the same as your French studies that you're used to. So there is a speaking, a listening, a reading and a writing exam. It's the same exam board, so it really is exactly the same structure as your French studies. There's an example of some topics, and all of these topics are topics that you've done lower down the school. So we often say it's doing the same thing, but in more detail at GCSE. And because you've already done it at French, your knowledge of the skills that you need is already there. So it's a lot easier for you. If you want to learn more, feel free to come and talk to me. Feel free to come and talk to Mrs. Sadiq or Ms. Blackburn in the MFL department. We can help you, or email us if you've got any questions. But I hope it's given you some information and inspired you a little bit to consider Spanish next year. Hopefully see you in class. Adios.